What was your inspiration to begin in art?
I grew up with an artist. My mother was an art teacher in our home, and I didn't really get started producing on a full-term basis until about 6 years ago. I met a local artist, Dennis O'Brien, and he encouraged me to take a clay class, and this has been the result in the last 6 years.
You know, there is an art community in Marshall, Texas.
There is.
And it's very inspiring.
Yes.
So tell me about like your journey. Like, did you start in one medium?
I started with clay, and I began doing some sketches.
Was that with Erin?
Yes, Erin Lambert. I took a class with her for 4 years until she moved.
Oh, I know.
And we miss her a lot.
We miss her a lot.
Yes, we do. And Dennis has been kind of a mentor to me to tell me what works and what doesn't work. He has been he's been one of my number one encouragers. And I've had a lot of ideas, a lot of inspiration, a lot of life experiences that I wanted to convey through art. And then through a series of events, I ended up going back into teaching. I was a teacher in Dallas for 10 years. Then I moved here and taught in Karnak for 3 years. Then I became a church secretary. I left teaching, was a secretary for 6 years, and then I had an opportunity to come back into teaching art. And that was the only subject that really drew me back in. So I decided to apply. I got the job, and I've been teaching middle school art for the last 4 years. I'm in my 5th year.
So how is it teaching art now that you're producing all the time? Does that affect how you teach now?
A lot of it transfers over. I get a lot of inspiration from my kids. They inspire me, and hopefully I inspire them. I try to help people see things with an artist's eye, to look at the world with an artist's eye.
So you put a lot of money into supplies, don't you?
I have put some money in, but you know what? I'm a really good scavenger. I scavenger a lot of things. My mother passed away in March. I inherited a lot of art supplies from her, and I'm using those things now. In fact, quite a few of the canvases that are in here. I also do photography, and so I print my own photographs. I do things on a. Sometimes I use a big budget, sometimes I use a small budget.
So, have you sold much?
No, I haven't. This is my first show.
Okay.
And I sold 4 things tonight. I've sold a piece of clay and 3 paintings.
How do you feel about losing those things?
You know, they're going to good homes.
Okay. You can go visit?
I can go visit. And some of the things I have here are not for sale, and some of the things are already in private collections, paintings that I've given to someone. Okay, this is, I had breast cancer this past year, and this was inspiration. I wanted to use my experience to convey it through an art work. So, and I'm a writer. I was a writer really before I was an artist. To me, the writing is one of the arts, and I started writing when I was 14. I don't mind telling you, I'm 59.
So what is the medium? How's this made?
This was actually just a dress form that you get at a store. Most of the women know about these. There'll be like a blouse on that in the store. My daughter gave me the black form. It just hangs on a hanger, and I took acrylic paint and I cut with a hacksaw out the right side, and I sanded it down. Then I used acrylic paint, that I coated it with a wonderful product called Mod Podge that everybody, Mod Podge, and so it just expresses to me that I'm not, breast cancer does not define me. That is not who I am, because there's so much more to me than that, and this is sort of an extension of that. What's the name of it? This is me when I was 4 years old, right here. Okay, this painting is called Empty Tomb. It's about the Chilean miners' rescue. When that happened and it was on television, it impacted me a lot. And I thought about what it would be like to be entombed in that, but yet they were rescued, and just the sheer fact of light, that escape. And it's sort of an abstract, and I know it doesn't look exactly like it, but I saw a picture on a news report of what the area looked like where they were waiting to get me brought up, and that's sort of what that reflects. But it was very impacting to me.
Mr. Chairman,